Hey guys, welcome back. We're doing a little live stream here. It is August 19th. If you're not watching this live, I don't know if I'll DVR this or not or have it up to watch later, but if you do get to, this could be the beginning of the stock market crash 2021 and the beginning of the GameStop short squeeze. Market's about to open in 1 minute. I wanted to live stream this for a couple reasons. One, just to document it, and then also just kind of to collectively have our little YouTube community in one place. So if I'm kind of in and out, just bear with me. This is kind of my schedule doesn't really allow me to stream, so that's why I'm gonna say I might be a little absent at times, and you guys can just watch tickers. Actually, are those coming up, those notifications? No. Okay, I've got sounds off on the computer, so I shouldn't get any notifications. What's up? Goose, James, CO, Ryder. Morning crash stream. I think so, man. Here we are. Market just opened. I am looking for a few things to see if this is actual crash or if this is... Oh, look at that. We actually opened below it. So here's my kind of trend line for SPY. Look, GME is already bouncing. Okay, actually, I need to figure out some. I haven't even opened stuff up. Took way longer to set up the stream. Been a long time since I've set a stream up. That's not fun. I have to get out of my SPY puts. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, it's actually opened up below that trend line. It's so oversold on the hourly, so I do expect a bounce here. Okay, let's see. Is that coming up on there? Yeah. See how oversold it is on the hourly? So if you look on the 5 minute, it's even oversold there. Look at extended hours. It was down. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to draw lines. I'm going to put a line at the low, the pre-market low, just kind of know a support. And maybe one, whoops, not there. One probably at pre-market high. Maybe right here. And then probably turn off extended hours. So GME hit 153 in morning hours. My TA or the indicators and stuff don't really hold much weight if you're looking at them with extended hours, so I typically don't. What's up, Victor? I've only streamed a couple times. I don't have any usual stream times. I did say when the squeeze started I'd probably start streaming. The squeeze hasn't, I mean, squeeze started maybe in January, but this final leg of it I don't think has started yet, but I think the SPY dumping is could definitely be the setup for that could be stage one of this top of the squeeze. Let me get into this account. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Maybe. I need another monitor. So yeah, honestly, if your thesis is still bearish, this bounce might not last long on the SPY. However, we could hold this trend line and do the same thing we did here. So this is really telling actually already right here in the morning. That's crazy. It makes me want to get out of some of those puts. Maybe get calls. We will see. I don't even know. Oh, it's on here. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, it's weak. All right, I'm gonna pull out extended hours. Give me a better picture of what's going on. Not hourly. So, if anything, the SPY is going to consolidate. This RSI is probably going to slowly come up a bit, and then we'll come down more. Or we'll just have another epic bounce. Possible. So I have expiring, actually expiring tomorrow. GME on the other hand, uh, I wonder if it'll use that as a support. It'll probably break through that, but it could use this downward trend line as a support. I kind of see it coming further down with the market if the market does. It's having a bounce now, but that doesn't mean everything. So it already broke through. It made a, was it right on it pretty much? See where this low was. Yeah, so that low was literally right at that same low here and pretty much right here. Hmm. Watch list. Bed Bath & Beyond is up. That's a high shorted one. Support. Nautilus naked. And okay, so I've got this call credit spread. Got this call credit spread on SPX. Let's see how that shows up. Thanks, Squiggly. Appreciate it, man. So basically it has to be below 4425 by tomorrow. If we have a big bounce here, it won't be though, so I maybe should close out of this one even. I don't know though. I'm hoping that this was the top and we don't keep doing this. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. It looks like that's what it wants to do. I don't know. Yesterday had a lot of momentum to the downside that last couple hours. Hmm. So is this pre-market? Pre-market high, that line? Yeah, I think so. Let me check that again. Okay. Yeah, if we don't break through that pre-market high, it might be weak. This might be it. Might still be coming down. Hmm. Look at that. Oh, that's with extended hours. That's how it's skewed. See, on extended hours, RSI's already come back up because it's taking all the data from there, which can't weight it that heavy. There's not a lot of volume. GME setting up nicely on the daily. Let's see. So I said if if GME does come down more, I don't expect it to turn bearish on the daily, at least on the MACD. So I was saying it yesterday, if it comes down, keeps coming, I expect it to come down to where this MACD maybe touches the signal and probably bounce from there. Where that actual price is, I don't know. It would probably be higher than 145. Maybe this like 150 area. I shared that DD actually on Discord. Oh, I should probably share the stream. Hood is moon bound. Dude, Hood had terrible earnings. Terrible. All right, let me see how to even do this. Let's see, where's the yeah, go share the link on Twitter or wherever for the stream. I'm not even sure if I'll be able to find it. That? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Yeah, this isn't looking good. I don't even know how to find it. Oh, here we go. Cool. All right, let's I'm putting in stuff for sharing the link. And on here, tweeting it out. Okay. Yeah, this isn't a very strong bounce so far. I'm saying it's weak. Let's see. I might get more, might scale into some of this bearish SPY stuff. GME, it's still bearish. It's coming down on the RSI, which is good. That means it's basically becoming a better deal. So yeah, this 150, about the 154, probably around here, 150, and we'll see what the market does at that point. Really like to be live streaming when we start seeing margin calls, and you will see it. It's insane. This is going bloop, that's going. What's up, the ink? Fall under 140. Yeah, it might. I mean, we might get a huge Volkswagen dip. It's true. It definitely, it could. If it came below 140, what would we see? I guess 133 is a pretty solid support down here, and then after that it'd be 120-ish. At this point, I don't think there's enough time, because my thesis is still we're gonna rip in either this time frame, or but at least before the 10th, which is right here. Earnings is right here. So if we come down that low, I don't think there's enough time for us to come that low and then rip. You know what I mean? They don't just do that. They move. They come down and then they consolidate and then they keep coming down. It's not just straight down and straight up. So that's why I think we'll hold this support. If it does come down to break this 145 support, then yeah, my idea of us ripping in the next 2 weeks would probably be wrong. So yeah, SPY's, it's looking weak. This might be the big bounce you're gonna get of the day. I mean, on the hourly, the RSI is still oversold, but it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's right. I mean, we had a couple other times. Let's see, extended. So like here, we have that one also. So that's even kind of another little support, I suppose, on the SPY. Get rid of that. Man, if it does bounce here, calls and SPY will be dope. I actually caught call SPYs or SPY calls on one of these rips. They were crazy. Man. Yeah, I'll just have to wait and see. I guess we'll just wait. It's looking not looking very strong so far though. Looks like it wants to keep selling off. Yeah, I guess tomorrow's expiration since today's Thursday, so my SPY plays I'm good on. So I'll show you guys the SPY puts. The 438 puts are up 245%. So those ones I opened up yesterday. Let's see, when did I open those up? I opened those up, I think right, I can't remember actually. Where did I open those? I actually made the video yesterday because I had company in town too. I made the video like here before all this stuff happened at the end of the day. I don't remember when I got those SPY puts, but yeah, they're up pretty nice. I could scale out. I only have 3 of them. And then, let's see, you can even see that. Yeah. And then this call credit spread, 443, 444, and that's also tomorrow. So if we get an epic bounce, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. If it seems like it's going to rally out, then yeah, I got to dump those quick and then get calls really. However, that being said, it doesn't just crash and then shoot like I was saying over here. So it's going to consolidate and then decide. That's kind of what we're waiting on. What's up, Harley? A moment to be squeezed. I've noticed before when market bleeds red, GME goes up. We shall see. Yep. Hope everyone can make some big money in it very soon. Yep, we have GME has a negative beta. But see, look, it's not doing it now. So the negative beta is just historical, based on historical price action from the past, and it's gotten weighted heavily. It got weighted heavily from the January and the other sneezes, but most of the time we move with the market. Isn't that crazy how quick those just flip from 240% to 170? Just how quick the premiums move around when it's 1 day to expiration, and it's actually not in the money now. Yeah, on that bounce right there. So, yeah, we're still oversold in the 5 minutes, so expect it to kind of consolidate here. But I'm looking for this resistance for one, which is our extended hours high. So if it passes that, then could have somewhat of a bounce, I guess. This is still a pretty actually epic bounce so far. Yeah. And see, GME is moving with it. So yeah, sorry. Historical beta, there's different reports. GME's like negative 2.6. I've seen up to like negative 20 something, where it moves basically opposite of the market to that multiple, basically. And a majority of the time, though, you're not seeing that happen. And the reason I think why it got that negative beta was, again, just from those times when it's squeezed and hedge funds were getting liquidated. And they were covering, some were covering, and that's when they were sucking all their long positions out and closing their short positions, and had that heavy inverse and all that volume. It's weighted GME heavily, but most of the time it moves with the market, and it holds up pretty well though. Like, even actually, if you look here, you can kind of see where it started to sell off yesterday. GME held up for quite a while before it got pulled down. So it was already coming down quite a bit here, the market. And GME, see, it was flat through all that. GME really didn't come down until 1550. So all the way down here. So the market had already done a pretty big move to the downside. GME was holding, and then kind of let go. Oh, yeah. These first like hours gonna be pretty telling on. It's interesting because we just barely touched this support down here on SPY, and we've almost clipped our high from from pre-market. Right now we're just kind of filling in that gap maybe. Yeah, now look at these SPY puts. Now they're at 203. Jumping all over the place. So this call credit spread, it's up 70%. I mean, it's a pretty good. I might put an order for that one. Just like a high order and just wait for it to fill. Yeah, might as well do that. I don't need to try and squeeze this thing all that much. So close, let's see. So I received a credit to open this of 53. I'll show you guys, I'll analyze it. So max profit's 1100, max loss is 969. I think I've rolled this over though, so I need to get quite a bit of it. Okay. Let's see. So limit order. So to close this out, I have to spend money because I received a credit to open it. So I received $1,100 to open it, and then so to close it, you're spending money. So that's basically shorting. That's how you short it stocks too. You receive money to open it, and then you spend money to close it. So you want to basically spend less than you receive to open it. Let me just. It's still quite a bit because I have a lot of contracts. I wasn't really anticipating that. Just seeing that dollar amount, I'm like, I don't want to spend that. See, and then time's on my side because I'm getting time decay on it. And let's see, it's a 443. We've seen SPY bounce like crazy though, so 443 is not. Oh, this is such a pump and dump. Okay, technicals on this. I mean, SPY became so oversold the last, these last couple candles here, to where you're gonna have some bounce. It's so oversold in the RSI. Some bounce. We're so far below that 9 moving average that even if we pulled up closer to there, as long as we didn't cross over there. I mean, if we're just looking at the indicators I normally use, because see how close we trade around that moving average. So this amount of volatility is going to warrant a bounce, but really maybe not a trend reversal. We might still keep going down, but you just have to have a bounce before then. Because yeah, this is all, I mean, on the daily, yeah, it's bearish. Everything's bearish in the daily. And actually on the RSI on the daily, we're just right in the middle. So yeah, either let's see. Let me pull up that, show you guys what I'm gonna be. Actually, I think so. I use option profit calculator, and I actually shared this one on our Discord. Then negative beta needs volume to back it up. Let's see. Here's our Discord. Yeah, Hood, man. It's so weird on Webull. On Webull, usually it says news about their earnings. Didn't they have earnings last night or yesterday? Was that fake? All that stuff. Freaking Reddit. That might have just been fake. Did they miss earnings by like 1,000%, or is that just people on Reddit? Down pretty heavy. Usually have a little earnings there. I'm just looking up now. I'll look up Hood. Earnings on here. 8. Yeah, it was yesterday. Why isn't it showing it here? Weird. That's really weird. It was supposed to be yesterday. I think it was, and I think they missed by like 1,000 something. It's missed like by, or 2,000. The percentage on the missed on the earnings for Robinhood was the most I've ever seen, ever. Macy's, Kohl's. Okay, I think these were also probably, these could have been in that shorted basket of stocks. Expected -15, actual -217. Yeah, the percentage was outrageous. Never seen a percentage that much of miss. Like, it's just, it's insane. Yes. I think SPY's gonna keep going. I think it's gonna keep dumping. I mean, indicators aren't showing it, but just, I don't, just the way the candles and it looks, it's not looking strong. It's not looking like it really wants to not just drop. This looks like some consolidation. All right, what was it? It doesn't show you the earnings were labeled slanderous. Webull is looking to. Is that it? Let's go. What's up, Woodcook? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I saw on my phone, I was on my phone, and I saw on Reddit people sharing the screenshot saying they missed by like 2,000% or whatever crazy number it was. And then I quick checked Webull and it said Hood was down, 1,200%, or sorry, 12%. And I was like, wow, that looks like an earnings move. That must be real. They must have actually missed by that much. And then I looked at news, and always, that's so crazy, actually, because that's even, I mean, that's competition. Why wouldn't Webull want to flaunt that? See, it says hot stocks. It doesn't say anything about the earnings, though. This is always after earnings. All these articles are talking about earnings. None of these are at least titled earnings. Like, nothing. Which is really crazy. Talking about Cisco, like, and then I saw another post on Reddit, and all his news articles, none of them were about Hood earnings. None of them. I think Hood, like, I mean, we know how it shut off in January, but a lot of like 10 different brokers did that were tied in with Citadel and whoever. But I think Hood might specifically, there's something there with Hood specifically. Just with it IPOing right now with its terrible earnings, and I don't know what's going on. And then the reports that, well, basically that Vlad was what he was saying on the hearing was a lie, and I think he was under oath of some sort. Who's looking to avoid losses? Go. Propped up bank stocks right now. I think they're pumping. Oh, are the banks running? Oh, just in general, you're saying? Yeah, there's Goldman Sachs. Yeah, I mean, it's been propped up. It's been propped up for, some say 2008, some say since we left the gold standard. But yeah, more specifically in the last, I guess, year or so. Crap. Okay, so SPY just broke that pre-market. Yeah, but I mean, people in their own sectors, they move together naturally. So, banks are going to move together. Oil companies are going to move together, in the same sector. Even if there's good news on one company in one sector, it'll make other companies in that same sector even move. So that's not uncommon at all. What is uncommon is GameStop moving with AMC, or costs, or totally different sectors. I guess maybe not as much cost because that's kind of a retail store, but definitely a movie theater chain with a video game retailer. So this just clipped above our pre-market high here. The pre-market high right there. This just this just clipped it, and it's overbought right now. So we'll see. This might be the top, or if it's not, it's just gonna go. Oh no, well no, that's extended. And look, see, GME isn't actually moving with this SPY move right here. The calls on GME are getting cheap. I love it and I hate it. I hate it because I already have some. I love it because I can get more for cheaper. Dude, if the SPY does this again, come on. That would be insane if it does this move. And this move. And this move. I mean... So what we have, let's see, this is... Yeah, I mean, the MACD is kind of diverging there. Not a huge divergence, but then you have this one in the middle that kind of messes it up. Yeah, it looks like it wants to go. I need to get out of some of these plays, maybe. So you can see the premiums now. But actually, I need to wait, because look, so if we're on the... Or no, never mind, that was on the extended hours. Shoot, man. So you can see the premiums now. This thing's down 126%. It was only at 60%. 443. Look at that. Look at that bar. So this hourly candle is going to close, what, 25 minutes? All right, so I'm going to show you what I'm using. I'm going to use this. I'm going to say GME by September 10th, target price 350. And then it'll tell me basically, wow, it's come down a lot. Before it was saying get the 250 call, now it's saying buy the 180 call. Or you could get a spread, which would cap your gains, but your actual return will be better if GME. This can't calculate IV. So that's kind of the thing. All right, we'll see what happens here if this 5-minute MACD. This one closes. We've got 5 minutes on this 5-minute MACD chart. See if it bounces here or if it doesn't and doesn't close up green on this candle. A MACD crossover there. Looking like it wants to. So yeah, those are expensive though. That's crazy. So I think how this calculates it is just basically I think this is actually calculating the most leverage you're gonna have. So if you up this target price, I mean if you say okay it's gonna be 500 by that day, then it'll bring it up. It doesn't. Look, there you go. Wait. Oh, that's why it's doing it. There we go. I forgot about that little thing. So that says 290 call. So even if I think it's gonna go to 500 by the 10th, it still says 290 call. It doesn't say. There's 290 the highest actually for that day. Let's see if this happens. I mean, Jimmy's 100 drop. It was 118 a few days ago. Yeah, it's coming down a little bit. Look, it's not doing it yet. We've got 4 minutes left on that candle. So let me look at the options for GME, because that is 290 the highest actually? I forgot. No, 330 for the 10th, yeah. So it's saying there's no reason to buy more than higher than 290, even if you think it's going to go to 500. Right? So if I think it's going to go to 500 by the 10th, still don't even get that high of a strike. This is where people are saying, oh, you're just giving money the hedgies. And well, anyways, the IV, once it starts moving a lot, the IV gets so high that your leverage getting the farther out the money ones isn't worth it. It's better to get even closer to the money. Look at this thing, just fighting right there. If it goes up, it's a very weak rebound on the SPY. I mean, it's a big candle, but just the velocity on this thing has been just low, and I think even is the volume low? Oh, it's pretty high. Do 10. No, I can't do 10:30. I can do 30-minute. 10 o'clock. What do we have? 16 million. We have yesterday at 10 o'clock. 11. Yeah, higher volume today. I mean, I guess that's to be expected with this move. Oh, look, it's now red. See, this thing just teetering. Once this closes, we've got 2 minutes. Oh, a little rally. But yeah, anyway, so I don't think it'll. I mean, it could be. It could go to 350 and keep going. So max return. I mean, if you want to play it safer, you do max chance. But so 250 call. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna queue up some 250 calls on my E-Trade. So I'll do this, and then something like that, and then I'll just save order. And then I'll check back there in a few hours because no liquidation has happened, and these will be cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and all will be well as they come down in price. 1 minute. Look, it's not one to cross bullish. It doesn't want it. It doesn't want it. This might be time to get your puts. Yeah, I know, Wook. It's had a little recovery in the morning here, but I mean, every, every different time frame counts. So start with the 1 minute and then the 5 minute and then, 15 minute or whatever you use. And if it doesn't start looking bullish on the higher time frames, it's just a short time frame little bounce. And even on the 5 minute, it's not wanting to, the moving average convergence divergence is not wanting to swing it back bullish. And 5 minutes pretty short. 1 minute here. There, it closed. Look, it closed. It wasn't bullish. So now this candle right away started out bullish. So we'll see when this one closes if it's got to come down, or this will be a crossover basically, because it's green right now. I usually don't just study MACD like that, but I'm kind of, I guess, doing it for you guys. That's a huge candle, man. Huge green. I mean, you could have gotten calls at the beginning here. Crazy. When the SPY is so oversold or overbought on the RSI, it's like a pretty easy time to get, well, calls. Puts, not so much, because look at this. Way overbought here. I mean, yeah, you could have gotten that move. But it's been hanging out on overbought for so long. So here's another one. Overbought. Get some puts. It's not going to hang out there very long. But sometimes it just kind of consolidates. It doesn't necessarily make a big move. How overbought it was there. Got a little drop, but then it came right back up. So it's really just consolidation. And then look at this divergence going on here. Here. And then this drop is followed. So SPY, I don't know, man. It's looking like it wants to do one of these moves again. Follow you, Soviet SPY. Right, 9 minutes ago, I had a large green stick. I wonder if their algos are trying to manage the price time. Yeah, I mean, the algos, they play into these technical indicators and stuff. It's crazy watching it sometimes. That one time I was watching on the daily where SPY and GME were inversed, and actually GME closed bullish on the MACD, SPY closed bearish on the MACD, and then like 10 minutes later after the market closed, they both flipped. Literally, after the market had closed, at least on my charts, they went from bearish and bullish to bullish and bearish. And yeah, I mean, it could have been that disappearing volume act, could have been any number of tricks, I guess. This one's 10-15. I'm gonna get out of my bearish plays on SPY if this actually does this. Goodness, man. I mean, not to say it still can't. Not to say it still can't keep coming down. I don't know, because it is just right at that resistance. But not, this is kind of a premium killer though, just sitting around here. Got till tomorrow on these though, and this thing could really tank. Bed Bath. A lot of these charts kind of started moving different from each other from GameStop. Because this one looks totally different actually. What is this? Yeah, it's Bed Bath. That's so weird. I thought this one moved with it. This is just rallied. What the heck? That's insane. This is a weekly chart, so this is a long ways back, but this has been an epic rally from $8 up to 80. It 10x'd in 2 months. Oh my gosh. Are you any guys on this Bed Bath train? It's a really clean chart too. I thought this had a bunch of dips and crazy volatility, but that's actually very easy to trade. And now it looks like it's just bouncing off that 180. I guess Kohl's maybe closer to GME. Yeah. Is it Kohl's? Oh, it's Koss. Koss. But this is another retailer that was probably shorted. Cost is the one probably the most similar to GME, I think, at this point. See, it's holding, it's kind of holding up on that 180 moving average. And we haven't gotten that close to it yet, but we're kind of doing the same thing, just right above it. MACD is bullish as well. Yeah, that's very similar to GameStop. See what the 10th looks like on here. I guess that IV is maybe pretty similar to GameStop's. So I'm curious to see other ones to see if maybe it'd be good to do options on one of these other ones that have lower IV, but they've all stayed pretty high. What is it? 1400% down, Denora says. Negative beta volume. Yeah. Great ideas. I don't put when I X out of plays, just my entries. You guys are welcome to do whatever. Closed. Out of VIX, out of that. So these guys think it's maybe done. Or they're just smart and not diamond handing options like I do. Yeah, actually that CVX, I liked that play that Huck shared. But I couldn't get into it yesterday. It was so overbought. I was like, I need to wait. Holy smokes, it's still going down. Oh my gosh, look at this thing on the RSI. Wow. What's going on with oil? I'm surprised this isn't pulling the SPY down more. Those banks really are holding it up, huh? Look at this, it broke through this support. So I didn't want to get SPY or Chevron puts yesterday because this thing was already way oversold. I figured it'd have a bounce this morning, similar to what the SPY's doing, but this thing just dumping. It's about time to get calls for the bounce. For the next resist. Yeah, look at that. Look, it's past these old resistances. I don't even know where this thing's gonna come to. Down here, 84. We're dropping below on Chevron, below the 180 moving average. So this is gonna have a bearish crossover. I think they call it a death cross when the short term crosses the long term. Like this is a golden cross. That's a nice time to get in. And this is a nice time to go short. But it's so oversold. I'm gonna wait for a bounce. At least on this one. Maybe even get calls. This is crazy. 16.10 on the RSI on the hourly. Even on the daily, it's almost oversold. However, so look, this could be setting up a divergence depending on how low this RSI goes. If it ends just how it is right now on the daily, then that is a divergence from back here, right? Because this was a higher low and lower on the RSI. I'm expecting this not to end up being a divergence just because it doesn't look like it wants to rally up, but that is something to look for. Bye. Look at it just pinned up there. So that one closed green. All right, I'm getting out of them. I'm not messing around with SPY. Oh, lost enough money on you. Piece of crap. Closing those puts. I'll get back in them if my sentiment changes. Oh, you're gonna make me chase it. Holy crap. Just on that little candle? Fill it. Okay, got out of that. This call, dang man, this credit spread's only 28% now. Or no, that's SPX. The SPY, 52%. So now with the credit spreads, you don't have to worry about the volatility. Now you're just looking at price targets and stays out of the money. Then it doesn't matter how much it comes up as long as by expiration it's out of the money. You're good. That's where it's like, okay, oh my gosh, look at that 5. Oh, that's okay. And this epic. All right, I might get calls on SPY. that's where it's like, yeah, I'm closing that. Freaking SPY, man. Just had to do it. You had to do it. Still trying to close one more? Oh, SPX. I'm gonna close out this one too. And I might be early on it. It still might dump, honestly, but these ones for now I'm gonna get out of. And I might even go long on it. This is good, me streaming. It's helping me get out of plays. I typically just sit those out and nah, I'm gonna hold them. I got it. But I gotta trust my indicators, I gotta trust the TA and not try not to trade emotionally. Try not to trade the way you want it to go and trade the way it's actually going. Like you're not forcing it to go any way. It's gonna go that way either way. So what the heck? Oh, SPXX. Okay. This is the short ETF. Look at the Z put. Dang, man. Oh, Chinese puts would be good on Chinese stocks, and then oil looks like, but I feel like I'm late on that. I need a bounce. HYG. This is like, these are way out of the money. Give myself tons of time on those. GME. So I didn't sell the call, the covered calls on GME. This is an epic hourly candle, though. Look at that. So I'm not gonna get calls yet because we very well could come up here still and still be bearish the next day, you know, because nothing's changed here really as far as the daily. Like we're still bearish. A lot would have to change for this thing to actually become bullish again. We would be breaking into all-time highs. So on the daily, and that's maybe too big of a time frame to really be looking at right now with these small moves. But even with the hourly, it's still bearish too. So I'm not gonna get calls on it yet. I guess I could have down here, but I'm not trying to be a scalp trader, I guess. I don't know. I'm not good enough, maybe. So I try to look like the inverse of GME's. Yeah, I know. It is a little bit, but really, if you look at GME, it's really just consolidating in this range, and SPY's actually making moves. GME not really making moves. We haven't seen GME inverse SPY on the upside. So where SPY is ripping and GME's dumping. In the same way that we've seen GME dumping and SPY, or GME ripping and SPY dumping. And I think that just shows that and it couldn't, I mean, it couldn't really do that. They don't have the power to do that, I don't feel like. But what we're seeing is when GME really tanks, then SPY rips. This looks like we're doing this again, guys. This doesn't change what I'm thinking on GME, which is odd, but even if we're setting up another pattern like this on SPY, my GME thesis hasn't changed. I think SPY will have to adapt to what GameStop is doing, as it does when we have that negative beta and it's dumping while GME's ripping. That's just their long positions having to adapt to the margin. So SPY dumping, we haven't seen SPY dumping causing GME to rip. It's always been GME starts ripping, SPY starts dumping when we get that volatile inverse move. And not to say we can't at this point, and I think we could see that, and I'm excited to see when it's actually squeezing, if it's SPY and they're both just crashing, and then GME just inverses and SPY goes even faster. I don't know. I know I don't, my schedule, and I feel like I'd have a hard time trading and streaming, but I mean, I said when the squeeze starts, I'd probably stream that. I'd just like to experience it, and I'd like to have you guys, the community, kind of all in the same place. And we kind of do that with our Discord, but it's fun to be able to talk and kind of be in just a live chat, I guess. SPY is vaccinated against reality. Like healthcare and utilities are propping up SPY. Heat map is slowly turning green except for banks financial. Dude, but oil is dropping heavy though. You get a wider keyboard, things so crazy. Isn't trading in step with Gush drip? Oh, it isn't. It's just CVX. I didn't even look at other oils. So this is the inverse, or is this the? This is the bear. No, this is the bull. So yeah, it's trading in line with it, right? The other one drip. So these inverse each other. Yeah, these are making a big move. All right, let's see what else. I'm actually not gonna be able to stream very long today. I've got word that, oh, look at that. It's getting weak up here at that resistance. And when it just starts to get slow like this, that's when you don't want to be owning premium. You want to be on the short side of it and have sold premium. That's where these credit spreads that I sold or bought back. This might be the time to get puts. New ones, fresh ones, lower strikes. Could have been a little false breakout there. MACD's bullish. It's above VWAP. Oh wait, I got a pretty good amount on that little move from yesterday. I mean, I'd like to capture more for sure if it comes down, or if it bounces. It does need to rally up a bit though. It's still oversold on the hourly, so today might be just kind of a consolidation day, really. Which, even though it's a huge green candle, that's pretty much what that's doing, is consolidating. Then Friday's gonna be a dumper, man. So I've got the 250 calls queued up, but this changes. So yeah, it's still 250. I noticed our maximum pain. Whoops! Notice our maximum pain has gone down with with the lower strikes. Now maximum pain is 165. Yesterday it was 170. I haven't looked at iBorrow. 0.7, so it went up 0.10%. They don't have any shares, or I mean, this is kind of worthless data, but there's fewer shares. It went from 400,000 to 150. So to buy premium on SPY, I don't think it's there yet, because it's just consolidating and killing premium right now. My credit spread I could have maybe kept, but I'm just too nervous with how this thing how this thing can do this so quickly. Yeah, I just shared that Elliott Wave guy, the Elliott Wave. What's up, robot? I have the need for squeeze. Morning. Yeah, let me pull that up. I haven't studied Elliott waves and stuff. I've just started looking at Fibonacci. But the Elliott waves guy, he was claiming what for the SPY? We should not reclaim. No, he was saying the new high on SPY if we do bounce. If I'm right, I expect a greenhouse SPY from here. But below I see 444, 447, 460. 444, 447. Oh, maybe that's from his earlier post. Well, we only hit what, 447, 444, 447, and 460. So we have 447. He was right on that number. 460 is, so that's that, what, that move 5 or whatever. That's a big jump from 447. That would truly be a blow off the top if we just ripped all up to 460. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, he might be right. If this doesn't, if it's doing what it's doing here, if we don't sell off tomorrow, then calls. Wow. I'm just wondering how that's going to correlate with GME ripping on Monday. And it's possible it won't. This is the window, just based on this window. So Monday is basically this day. And it's possible it won't. I don't think it will if we cross bearish, but it doesn't look like we will. We're gonna hold up. So that's good. I'm actually, if SPY holds up, so GME holds up for now, that's fine. What's up, Lucas? Win Moon. I think we'll see 350 at least, and then we'll see from there. And I think we'll see that within the next 1, 2, 3 weeks. Potentially by next Friday at the soonest, and then maybe the Friday after that, or maybe the Friday after that. I think the next 3 weeks, I think we'll be repeating this pattern, this pre-earnings run-up pattern, as well as it potentially being a rollover on the basket stocks that were shorted together using futures and swaps and all that stuff I don't know much about. But I mean, it's a pretty clear pattern you can see. And then we'll see if it hits 350 and just see what happens there. If it does this again, starts to show some resistance, then it's not going to keep going. It's not going to squeeze then. And then we're going to have earnings and then probably see another one of these moves. At least somewhat of a downward move. However, there are so many things converging right now with the SEC regulations, and we've been saying that for a while, but that combined in with another earnings, and this earnings, they potentially could have huge announcements, NFT and all that, dividends. If they do any of those announcements, it's quite likely this will be the first time GME hasn't sold off on good earnings. Crush down 7, yeah. Scroll up. Who missed earnings? 14%. Yeah, 14% is insane. Sorry, you guys didn't see it. So SPY, it's maybe looking weak. I don't know. It's not conclusive one way or the other. I mean, MACD's bullish. It's above VWAP, but the move to the upside is weak still. It does seem like it needs to consolidate more though, with this RSI being so oversold in the hourly. So maybe not necessarily calls on it, but we'll see. Expect it to bounce off VWAP. Look at it move at GME though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna be able to stream all day today. I was saying, but I'm gonna keep an eye out for this. If GME starts to rally, I'm gonna buy 250 long calls. I already have a bunch of put credit spreads for this Friday. 165. I need GME to be above by Friday. And yeah, that's the only one, I guess, for Friday. I could average down on this. Dang, man. 165. I mean, it depends on if the market keeps selling off, and GME probably will go with it initially, at least. This 65 seems like so out of reach right now, but it wasn't that crazy back here. And it still isn't. I mean, we still have the right momentum, but whoa. Yeah. SPY or GME might break this support, and then what are we looking for down here? Maybe something, probably something around here. Pretty big. Might actually get some covered calls. It does. Hmm. So let's see if is this that's so if this comes lower but the RSI doesn't drop lower, there's a divergence there just on the 5-minute. Maybe it doesn't matter a whole lot. What influence does VIX have? VIX has no influence. VIX is just showing volatility based on the options market, I believe. This is VIXy. And conveniently enough, oh, GME broke that support. Now let's see, because it might just be doing a false breakout right here, because at this point it is a divergence on the RSI. See this CBOE? CBOE Market Volatility Index. What is CBOE? Global Markets, Chicago Board Options Exchange. What do we know about them? Yeah. I don't know. I'm asking what do we know about them. They're tied in. They are market makers, I think, for the options market. And I actually just learned that they actually VIX is theirs. I had no idea. Look at this. So there, divergence. So it's bullish. We just made a divergence from there to there. And with that, I have to leave you guys. Thanks for watching. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. I don't know if I'll have this on a recording, but if so, you can watch it then. I will see you guys later. This is looking bullish divergence, hopefully, and bid you farewell. Bye. Now this hourly. Yeah, it's consolidating. Okay. Peace out, guys.